Good morning and welcome to Good Morning RPG. I'm Leia, this is Matt, and we've got our the lovely NATO with us. Oh, the face. I can't.
That's good already. This is gonna be trouble. Hey, Aram. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Hey.
Oh man. Okay, so welcome to Wednesday. Extra Good Morning RPG stream. But also, I flew in from New Zealand at 12 midnight last night, which I think is 2 a.m. their time. I'm very tired, but and fucking while I remember about not being as beamed up as I normally should be, I don't have coffee today because I dropped it when I picked it up at the door about Jesus. 15 minutes ago. Dropped the whole bag. And surprisingly, the thing I learnt today, more than anything else, was that Macca's bags are surprisingly waterproofed from the inside. And I had a lot of coffee just swimming around in the bag. And I had, oh shit. It's fine. We're good.
Fine. We're fine.
I'm here now. Somehow though the food items in there didn't really get wet and or ruined. So that's a win.
I was just gonna ask you if you got maybe some coffee by osmosis.
I did not. I got it through because the Uber Eats bags that come with the thing you have your drinks separate to the bag inside it. The hash browns were inside the food portion of the bag, and only the bottom of that got wet. I'm surprised it didn't soak through, but maybe I got to it in time. I'm tired. I'm tired. No. I'm tired, and my day's already cranky now.
I'm tired, but it's self-inflicted because it was his last shift yesterday, so I definitely didn't stay up till 1 a.m. playing League of Legends last night. And
definitely did.
Get up at...
Hold on, you're talking 1 p.m. because you're at Perth. You're 3 hours behind, right?
Yeah.
So you stayed up till 1 p.m. 1 a.m. Perth time.
Yeah, so 4 o'clock your time.
And what time is it now for you? It'd be 6 or 7?
7 o'clock. But my body clock wakes me up this time anyway, so I was always going to be waking up.
You were always screwed.
Alright, let's turn the gain up just a little bit. There we go. Apparently I'm quiet.
I can chuck you up louder in Discord as well. How's it?
Well, I beat you all. I've been up for 10 hours.
I don't want it to be a winning situation. I wanted a coffee. I just wanted a coffee and to wake up.
I'm sorry.
You got water or something?
I've actually found some of that gamer juice in the fridge, so I've got the dregs of one of those and another bottle of water.
That's just what you need, gamer juice.
Oh, look, it's got some form of caffeine in it, so we'll see if it does anything.
Oh, if I could send you some coffee, I would. I'm sorry.
So
all right.
New Zealand was freaking great. Auckland is a beautiful city. My gosh.
I
only went to the city. I was in the city a couple times, and it's a pretty small city. In terms of large populations and stuff, it feels like a pretty small city, comparatively to Melbourne and Brisbane. I think its population's just over 1 million, so 1.2 or something like that. So not by any means a country town. It is a through and through big city.
It's a Perth.
I was gonna say, what's Perth like? Is that 1 to 2 as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably very similar to Perth then.
Everyone that comes here is this is not a capital city, Nathan. I'm it is. We're still a capital city.
But with Perth, does it have a CBD and it's a city with the big towers or anything like that, or is it more a?
Oh yeah, but that's just also because they're mining money and mining companies like to have
big towers,
energy kind of. But there's 4 towers and they're huge and that's it, and they all have mining logos on them and that's it.
So I'm looking at your skyline. Yeah, you got probably about the same amount as Auckland.
Yeah.
You got a selection of really big towers and the rest are kind of normal sized towers.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I would say Auckland is quite similar to this.
Have you not been to Perth?
No, I will be for the first time later this year, though.
Yes, I knew that, but I thought you'd been here before.
No, I had I just haven't.
I love that. This is the perfect crappy time at my office where like the sun perfectly lines up and can come through the tiny little holes. It only lasts an hour, but it is the most annoying because look at where me sitting
perfectly
exactly
gets
where
you in
I
the
need
face.
to.
I get one of those at like 4 p.m. Like I have like one of those small little divots, and it comes right across my face, like right on my eye. And I was like, this is uncomfortable. Thank you.
I like to control the precise amount of light in my room, so I've blacked out every curtain that was available to me. I'm living in like a terrarium. I need very specific conditions, otherwise I'll be very unhappy and stressed.
You're gonna need some UV lights though, just to give yourself maybe a little bit of vitamin D.
Oh, it's on like a curtain rail, so I just open it when I'm done streaming.
Nah, the sun is a deadly laser.
This is probably one of the darker rooms in the house if I don't have the lights on. It's just like a little darkness box. I mean, it's pretty bright in here now. Like these aren't dim. These are quite bright. It's just the camera settings. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to turn on my hue lights.
I don't know. What are you doing?
We're not in the room with you there.
Or
are we, Matt? Next minute, the green screen drops, and I'm actually behind you.
You're just behind me? I think we joked about that one time. Like, I wanted to have someone, like, guest, and they would sit, like, right here, but we have a fully different camera setup for them, and it looks like they're in a totally different room, and then we just hand each other shit.
That's gonna be me. That's what I want to do.
Well, when you come here, you want to do that?
I want to do that.
Yeah, that sounds cool. We can do the paint gag and it'll actually be real.
That's what I was looking at.
So I wrote down a bunch of shit I wanted to do for this diorama. Getting on track to what I wanted to do.
But then you ADHD'd, and what are you doing?
Okay, so I was on the plane when I was doing it, which means that which means that I was in a space that I was bored, and so my brain was like, you should do all these things. And so I planned it quite well. The only thing is that I didn't account for the fact that I would be very, very tired from a holiday and spilling a coffee in the morning when I woke up in the next day. So I got up and I was like, fuck, what was I going to do again? And could not remember it. So I've opened up my notes, and I think I can work on something pretty easily today. The other thing is I'm waiting for postage to happen for a few things, and a 3D print, which I'll get to later, because I have maybe worked my way into being able to get a 3D print for this project and actually removing 2 of the other models as a result.
Really?
Yeah, I might be able to remove the Cabal doggies.
So you're gonna get some actual Destiny dogs?
No. Cooler and more on theme for Lightfall. I got sent by Jess an STL. I'll try and put it on screen, actually.
I love STLs, clearly.
Yeah. What have I done there?
I'm looking at my pile here, and then I'm looking at this 10x6 piece of wood, and I don't think this is gonna fit. I'm having that debate. Hi, Bubby.
What the hell is this? Hey, there it is. Okay, so this is what I found. Jess sent me the STL of it that they released it for free. And I found this bad boy that I might stick into the diorama. If you know what Lightfall's newest enemy is, it's called a Tormentor. And I've got it on screen now. There is an STL of a Tormentor doing a pretty menacing pose that I'm trying to see if I can get 3D printed.
Oh,
and it's a pretty nice looking skull.
Cool.
Basically, it's the new enemy from Destiny, and it's a darkness, like a proper darkness enemy.
It's a chubby Reaper.
It's a chubby Reaper, and they're genuinely terrifying.
Yeah.
They are scary.
And chubby in the sense of like, you know, the proper method of a strong man, you know, like
it's lumberjacky.
Yeah.
Kind of like, yeah,
like
lumberjacky.
barrel chested.
Very much so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like actual Thor, not, you know, Marvel Thor.
Okay,
Yeah.
And like, when you said strong man, I was like, I knew exactly.
Yeah.
We're talking that like the Gregor, what is his name? Thorson. Gregor Thorson?
But I'm looking, like, if it works out and I can get it in time, I'm going to try and put the Tormentor in place of the Cabal Warbeasts, because the Tormentor would be, I have a feeling it's going to be a big print, like, because it needs to, like, tower over the Space Marine, effectively. So
I'll be 2 secs. I realize my paint thing has no water in it, so I will be back.
It's not Matt getting up. It's not Matt getting up.
It's not me. And it's not me. It's not me.
It's Nato getting up.
It's funny because this is like the third time that he's gotten up. He's like, oh, I have to go get this thing. Oh, I have to go get this thing. While you were gone.
That's fair. Well, he said he was like, oh, my med's already just kicking in. So I fully understand why.
Oh, crap.
So, yeah, I'm looking at putting that print in. Hopefully it'll work.
So, I think for all of us, everyone who's keeping track, Matt and I talked about this a little bit. So we were talking about this is a 10x6 piece of wood. This is going to be my base for for the diorama, and I'm thinking this is too small.
It's too small.
I'd treat myself as well and put water in my actual paintbrush cleaner as well.
Oh,
yeah!
Look at you go.
Yeah, look, I thought I'd been a good boy, so I might get some water.
Give yourself a treaty. Is 10x6 A4? Oh, okay.
Huh?
No, it is not.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, I'm looking at this sheet here that I've got, and it's actually...
I think A4...
almost 12 by 8.
I think this is A4.
That looks like A5. I think the board you've got might be a bit close. This sheet that I'm holding is A4 by the look of it. I think I might it would be a bit smaller than this.
I like that size. I think I might. Ooh. I'm wondering if I want to go like 10 by 16.
10 by 16.
Yeah.
Wow, that's big. Oh, you want to go long? All right.
Well, I want to widen it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to widen it up a little bit and make it a little bit longer.
Because I'm wondering.
Like,
yeah.
This is my camp kit stuff, and I'm gonna be using most of this. I think there's a couple of the 10 pieces that I probably won't be using. I'm gonna pick a couple of tents, but it's like all of that fits underneath this board, and that's without my figures and my main piece. It also makes me think that my statue might be too short. I might need to make it bigger.
That statue was plenty big, wasn't it?
It is, but I feel like it's. It's not too bad. So this is like compared to one of the tents. I guess it's not too bad.
No, it's not. That's fine.
That's compared.
Oh, that statue's huge. Yeah. No, you're good.
Stitch is huge. Okay. I think maybe it just looked that way because everything is very close, and I want it to be like the wizard and the statue, and then like some space.
Yeah.
With like the campsite a little ways away. So I think I want to go a little bit deeper maybe. What, this is 6, so maybe with 10 by 16. I think I'm gonna do that. I'll measure it out. My husband's gonna hate me. Alex is gonna be like, I just cut that piece of board out for you. And I'm like, yeah, but too small.
Do better next time.
Get good, scrub. I have to take... Because here's the thing. Is, like, I got these really cute mules. I got some really cute mules. And one doesn't have anything on it, and the other one has, like, some cool... It's like warrior tack, essentially. There's, like, swords and armor and shields and bows. I was like, so I'm gonna have my 2 mules. I have my 3 characters. I'm gonna have a bunch of, like, camp stuff. I'm gonna make it look like my characters are making camp. And I just don't think I can facilitate that all on a 10 by 16. I guess I should take all the sprues off and figure that out first.
Yeah. Figure out what you could do with your placement.
I have to pick a tent.
Pick a tent.
Ow.
I'm gonna search through some bits boxes for pieces.
Yeah, bit boxer.
Now that I've shown all of mine.
I've got my strand claws. I also found there was this arm attached to a grenade that I don't know if I liked in the end. So I might glue this guardian down, or this tower down as well. Oh, actually, I've also, I got a bunch of... Same size? Oh, it's not the same size. Oh, shit. Who did we lose? We lose someone just then? Hello?
No, did we lose somebody?
I don't think so. I heard a disconnect noise. Was it me?
Oh, you keep hearing that noise all the time.
No idea.
Everybody's here.
Oh, okay. Discord looks like it's having a whole time with its connectivity right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, you guys are coming a bit robot-y, so it could be Discord or my internet having a bit of a time. But the stream looks alright.
Uh-oh, yeah. You're starting to sound robot-y too, although I should preface this by saying we've had windstorms in my area. So that could also be...
Oh! Oh no. I have a feeling Discord is having a problem time. Oh! Was that me that dropped out, or was that you guys? Oh!
It looked like...
Oh! I can see both of you now. Or NATO's frozen. Uh-oh.
Yep, there we go.
There he
is.
Back.
Ah!
I think, did Discord go, like, in the red for anyone else? Because it went very red on the video connected for me.
It went to just disconnected and, like, not even any bars in it.
Maybe Discord had a problem then.
Ooh.
Okay, so... I found some foam core sheets as well, by the way. I'm going to see if I can...
Ooh.
Like, the stuff they use for cosplay and this hobby at the same time. If anyone doesn't know what a foam core sheet is, it's basically like a thing of foam stuck between... How do you pull this shit off? It's like very good foam to use for crafting, stuck between, like... Is it paper? Like laminated kind of card?
Generally with foam core, you leave the paper on, Matt.
Do you? I know. Everyone that I see just pulls it off.
Some people that I've seen also they pull it off, but you don't. Yeah, it's. I think there is like a version that you can pull the core or the paper off of.
Yeah, because the one that I've got here is already starting to do it itself. Oh, gosh darn it. Discord, what are you doing? Discord! What are you doing, Discord?
Sounds like a robot.
Jesus! That is this mess of colors for me.
Oh no.
Everybody is doing stuff, and I don't know why Discord's doing this. The stream is fine for some reason. Discord's not having it.
Yeah. Nah. It is not having it.
Well. Sounds like Discord needed to have a coffee this morning as well, huh?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. How do we... What? Looks to be fine now.
Oh, what?
So, okay.
Ah!
Okay. I might like see if I can upgrade to this size then. And then see how the composition looks on that, because it's a lot more space for the same amount of models, and I don't know if it's going to be a good thing for it. But the other thing I want to do is try and I need to work out how to make like a darkness architecture kind of obelisk. And I've got like a little bit of notes on how to do that. I figured I'm not gonna fuck with resin. I'm gonna try and paint the quartzy looking effect as well, rather than... Why is Leia's camera frozen?
No,
is it frozen?
On mine?
No, it's frozen on my overlay for some reason.
Oh, I just went black.
Yeah,
on stream.
I'm trying to mess with it. That's why.
Oh. Boop, boop. Maybe I want to be frozen. Have you ever thought about that, Matt? Have you ever considered what my feelings are?
Oh, the Firefox.
Let it go. Let it go.
You're fired, NATO.
Oh, but you said frozen.
Okay, I understand.
I did.
I understand now.
And now you're fired.
Leia's gonna lose a camera for a hot sec. Will I reload this?
Now who's the one that's fired? Ha ha ha.
In the process of trying to get these sprues off, I broke all of the freaking feet off of this freaking tent. Motherfucker.
Oh yeah, like there. Do this one. All right.
Oh, okay. So the web browser can't load any of the cameras for some reason?
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, right? Good stuff. I shall pull in.
I'm going to try something hard. My ADHD's not liking painting, so we are going to see if I can separate my plastic glued figures from their bases so I can actually put bases on them. I've done it before. So these ones here, these were all plastic glued down because back in the day when I first started making Warhammers, I was like, I'm never gonna do bases, so who cares?
I'm not laughing at you, NATO. I want to be clear. I'm not laughing at you.
I am.
Matt gave me so much shit when I did that for my sisters when I wanted to rebase them because I was the same way. I was like,
shit.
I am never going to. I'll never like. No, there's no way I'm gonna base my sisters. I'm not good at basing.
Yeah. That's exactly my thought. And then I came up with this like strategy where it's like, I put the crackle glue on.
So cool.
You do it white with like the white scar, and then I go over with what's the paint mat I've told you. It's like glacier blue. Or something like that.
Yeah, I know which one. Yeah, it's the.
And then it gives it that effect.
Pilar Glacier.
Or stuff like this.
There is. Oh my gosh! I saw on
and
TikTok.
It's so easy to do.
All right,
a
fixed Leia's camera.
Motherfucker.
Temporary fix.
Well, that piece is gone forever. Alright, I've got there's these little feetsies that are on the campsite, and I keep breaking them off. There was somebody who had, I think it's green stuff or Vallejo makes a frost technical where you put it on and it and it dries and looks like frost crystals. It's so freaking
Frost
cool looking.
Crystals, that's cool.
Yeah.
Zoomed out on the wrong camera.
Alright, bonding knife. Achieved.
Yes, on the goddamn minis. These guys. Yeah, I like it. It's never easy with technology, is it?
Never. Never ever.
Alright. Yeah, so like half of my Necrons were all not just super glued, but plastic glued to their bases. So that was a fun experience. But I think the flayed ones have little tiny feeties, so they actually might be easier to get off. But also the other side of that double-edged sword is if you wreck the feet, they're so tiny that they're gonna look horrible.
Yep. That is my exact emotion when doing my sisters.
Alright. So, has everyone got triple O on speed dial just in case Nathan...
what are you fucking doing?
Cuts open his hand trying to split these off the bases.
Oh my god. It's all you, Matt. I am of no help over here.
I've been in New Zealand too long. I only know the New Zealand emergency number now.
What is their emergency number?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just doing a bit.
Oh man, I was excited for knowledge, and you denied me of this dopamine.
Does anyone know in chat?
Yeah, so does anyone in chat just Google it? 111 apparently.
111.
Interesting.
Well, ours is 000, so like
it fits the theme.
Alright, I'm gonna go get one of my nice knives. I'll be back.
Yeah, nice.
Oh yes, he wants to get one of his nice knives so he can cut himself open. That is a great idea.
Yeah. Alright, so I got all the accessories for the guy that's getting revived. He's already got a backpack on. That's his helmet. I hollowed out that helmet. That looks good. Tired.
I don't know why I'm bothering sanding the bottom of a fucking tent.
No idea.
Alright, we got a nice knife. Let's see if we can get this.
So what have we got here? We got this.
Well, we got here. Why'd you get real British just then?
I don't know. I am British, I guess.
No, you're Australian.
No.
We've stolen you.
You
just
have.
Like
my nationality does
products.
Say. My nationality does say Australian.
Man. Oh yeah, that was a good click, everybody. That means one of the feet just clicked properly.
That sounded good.
Oh no.
Let's work on this with the scissors.
Okay.
Don't drop him and break him after just being careful with the feet.
So. Okay, the tower bits are good. Knife.
Okay. I feel like I should probably get my little spray.
Oh, you know what I thought of as well for some strand effects? I don't know how to do it or to get it to stick properly. But static grass could work very well if you can somehow work out how to, like, glue effectively, like, single strands standing up off the grass.
That can be cool.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that easily.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hey!
There's one of 10.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Hado.
We popped it.
God.
Okay, so
shit.
It's my other bits. I've got a bits box just for tower stuff, and then I've got 2 other bits boxes for basing and everything else.
I need to go get basing stuff. Not excited about it.
Yeah, like basing stuff?
I have no clue what I'm doing, dude.
Well, you know roughly what you've got. Like, just write ideas down.
I believe in you, Leah. I understand the horribleness of basing. And it was only until I found this cool method that I was like, oh, okay, this tickles that hyperfocus. Let's go.
I like basing.
This tickles my hyperfocus. I love you. I adore you, Nato.
Oh, as well.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's upside down. Oh no! No!
Actually, you know what? I can spin this over here.
I was doing an EDZ diorama. I got all these stumps I could use, but I'm not in a nature area.
There we go. Alright.
Oh, you should just send those over to me.
So now everyone can see my crime right now of what I'm doing.
Why don't you pick these ones up? They're just like a bunch of resin stumps I got online.
I think I've got some resin stumps, actually.
Like this.
Oh. I've got, they don't look like much right now, but this one's
feet in
connected to
camera.
a bed right now, but...
No feet for free. You only get sexy thighs.
Oh, I got a thigh camera.
This one.
Oh, that could work.
Yeah, my quote tweet of this was, hey, if you want to get to be friends with Henry Cavill or maybe sexy time with him, this is one step closer. Watching us do Warhammer minis.
Watching us do some Warhammer stuff.
I can't wait. I'm terrified and so excited about what we're gonna get.
Oh, of the TV series?
Yeah.
It's gonna look. It'll be either really good.
I've got to stop hyping it up in my own brain because then it's my fault if it's not living up to its standards.
Absolutely, because I have zero expectations right now. I'm like, I will see when I believe. I will believe when I see.
But tell my hyperfocus that, all right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
I've been trying.
It's just like I've been let down so many times before that I'm like, I would really love for this to do well, but until something comes out that gives me any indication that it will be good, then I try to just not think about it, honestly.
I really need to invest in like a proper scalpel. Because my poor, beautiful kitchen knives, I'm like, probably destroyed.
You use your kitchen knives?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this.
Nato.
I heard that as well.
Look at this beautiful. Look at this beautiful girl.
Oh my gosh, get a fucking hobby knife. You do Warhammer probably more than us.
Yeah, but I don't cut. The only times I've had to use like a knife is in this specific scenario where I've glued all these boys to the...
Oh my god.
Apart from that, like, I don't need a knife.
Get a knife.
Why I haven't invested in one.
My partner sent me a TikTok where somebody was jokingly, well, I hope it was jokingly, cutting shit out on cutting stuff out of sprues with like kitchen scissors.
Oh, that hurts.
Instead of like snippers. And I was like, no.
I definitely didn't do that before I actually got my snips.
You fucking did, didn't you?
I am.
I definitely didn't use a knife at one time and go to cut it out of the sprue.
Aram, we are also concerned about Nato cutting towards himself.
This hurts me on a fundamental level, Nato.
So,
unfortunately, neither of us are close enough
for the chat. But Nathan has prepped animals before with knives, so I'm for people to feel more safe in the chat about Nathan's stabbing himself. I'm quite versed in knives and all that. It's just I don't use them in the right tool.
I'm versed with them. I just don't use them correctly.
Yeah. I'm an experienced.
So like here, look, camera. I am cutting away from myself and away from my fingers, so even if something slips, it will maybe fly towards the screen at least. So I am being very safe in the unsafe thing that I'm doing right now.
Oh my god.
We've done risk safe analysis, everybody. We've looked at the JSA, we've decked it out on the chart, and we've done our take 5s, and we're pretty good. We're pretty safe.
Oh, that's
the thing I'm worried about the most is like snapping. What?
Okay, so Jess finally got to her coffee that I also ordered, and she walks in and she's going, I think this is your one, and it very clearly is written vanilla on top of it.
Oh no.
I tasted it, and it is in fact my one. So it was Jess's coffee.
Oh no, you spilled hurt. Oh.
Well, no, I thought, yeah, so what has happened is they put the lids on wrong, and they've spilled, and then turns out it was Jess's coffee that spilled.
Oh no.
Because when I pulled it out of the bag, her one still had the cap still sealed on it. Like, the lid as well also had the little tag on it.
Mm-hmm.
So they've made it and put the wrong things on, and then completely destroyed the wrong one. This is a fucking trilogy of errors of a day.
Also, around that, yes, that what your sentence is technically true, yes, but also, why did you have to make it seem so terrible? Ouch. Look, in my defense, they were feral animals that are killing native animals, so it's perfectly fine to go kill rabbits when they are a literal plague.
Pest control.
Yeah, it's actual pest control. I've never killed anything that doesn't necessarily need to die. If that makes sense. I don't know if that sentence made sense.
Necessarily need
well, nothing needs to die, really, like in the concept of things, but also, like, if this thing doesn't die, this thing that's supposed to be here is going to die, literally. So, because rabbits, even though they're not attacky, they go, well, actually, they don't eat things. I'm not going to say they're not attacky. They go in, like, in my native, like, area.
They are invasive.
They go into the burrows of native creatures and actually kick them out of their homes and, like, you know, aggressively. Well, oh man, I just had an existential moment. We literally taught them as Europeans to.
Yeah, exactly I was about to say, yeah, it's like
that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, we went into the burrow and then they oh my gosh.
Yeah. My brain just hurt a lot just then.
Okay, so...
but yes, we need to stop them killing numbats and bandicoots. So you actually need to wipe them out because they are white. Well, not these days. They're actually, because they got that all under control. But yeah, literally as a kid, I used to feed bandicoots on my, like, porch with, like, my parents. And then they just disappeared over the years. When, like, in my mid-years, and then now in my later years, if I go back and visit my parents' house, there's actually bandicoots around. So it did work. The extermination of rabbits. Oh, I thought I broke it. Oh, I just made a bad snap, but it was just the foot coming off the ground. Oh, all right.
It was a very quick panic, and then
it was a whole bunch of emotions.
Well, I thought I saw the whole figure twist, and I was like, oh, that's something snapping. No, it was just in my brain, making it look bad.
I've got a giant sheet of insulation foam off to the side, and I'm cutting stuff off it.
Bats are cool, man. Like, I've fed bats as well from my parents' house.
Bats are freaking awesome.
Yeah, and owls. There's some owls that used to come around as well when I was... a wee little baby. What are they called? Scrawny owl feet or something like that. Now I gotta look it up.
I saw kiwi birds for the first time ever yesterday. They're very cute. They're bigger than I thought. Oh, Leia, are you there? Oh, you're just still.
Tawny frogmouth, that's what they called everybody.
Oh, frogmouths. I love those guys.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Actually, yeah, there's chat. I can just put it in chat.
Whoop.
Oh, nope, we lost her.
What happened there? Discord's having a freaking time. It seems.
Yeah.
Leia, you're on mute if you are trying to talk.
I think she's just trying to get anything rolling at the moment.
Yeah. Oh man, Discord's having a freaking time with us today.
Oh, pardon.
Good to know it's not my internet, because that's annoying when it's me and no one else, but knowing it's Discord and for everybody.
It's Discord in general.
Yeah. Okay, so if I'm making... kind of want to make... I think...
Do not snap the foot.
I think this stuff would be better if I had a reference piece. Oh!
Nah, she's trying to get back in. Let's see if we can do this. I don't like that, because if the knife slips, that will go into my finger, so we're going to switch it around this way. See? Safety, everybody.
Nice.
Always think of the worst possible solution.
So it's
Event.
Kind of sheets.
Yes! Ooh, that's a good cut sound. Oh, that's a bit of beast toe. That's alright.
Thin sheets.
We have the technology. We will fix it. Alright. There's 2 down. We're 2, everybody.
Okay, so
Oh, good lord.
that up there.
Oh, I don't want to cut into this one. This one's good.
What's the other one of there?
Ah, Jesus.
Really just had a knife. And I don't know where I've put it.
This one is very stuck to the floor. I don't like that.
Man, Discord's bad today.
Yeah. This one's going to be hard because I can't get a good angle. So I will crush the fingers. See, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about physics. And you need a pivot point to be able to get enough pressure on it through, or you're going to be there all day. But because, see how the fingers are all lined up, if I try and push it down, I'm going to be smooshing the fingers to be able to actually get the leverage to put the knife through it. Hiya. There you go. There's your first physics lessons with NATO, chat. So, now, we have to figure out how we do this.
Whoop. You dropped out for a sec as well, NATO.
Did I? Oh. Weird.
Okay, so...
Moochie underneath here a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. There's a good cut. Pivot it up. Well, all right. So this side we can get a knife through.
Oh, oh.
There we go.
Hey, there you
want
are.
to cut on an angle, because if you go through, you're not going through the foot. Just digging into a little bit of, and since we're going to base these, they'll actually cover up all the damage I'm going to do to the base.
that, so... Well... The steps seem too large.
Oh, I'm starting to think that these tents aren't gonna work.
Oh, yeah?
Or at least the what do you call these? These, like, the scaffolding of the tents. Just because I keep snapping off the little feet that are supposed to, like, tack the tent. And these ropes are so freaking thin.
Alright. I think I've had a eureka moment.
Oh, yeah?
I think I've got a good method of getting these off the bases. Alright, we're 3 down. 7 to go. Ooh, this one's easy because he's only got little tiny tippy toes touching the base. Sweet. Mercy of God. And ladies and gentlemen, gods aren't real. The Necrons killed them, so don't have to worry. Well, actually, technically, they made new ones because they made the Chaos Gods. Really? Well, that's a.
They make the Chaos Gods.
The war in heaven pretty much, fed enough energy into the warp to manifest the first 3 gods.
Oh.
Yeah. Because when other gods are killing themselves, like the old gods and the Katana, fighting each other and killing each other, all of that, like, god energy is flowing into the warp.
Yes, and you're right, yeah.
Giving the warp enough energy. Depends which law you go for. By Age of Sigma, like, and fantasy, it's the humans that help create, like, all their war help create the gods. But yeah, in Warhammer, the war in heaven pretty much like flows a lot of happy juice into the warp, and then people are like, you know what? Let's go.
You know what? Chaos
Because humans suck.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, that's also. I can't remember if it was pre-stream or on-stream. Space Marines suck balls. Just a heads up.
They sure.
Actually, I have one Space Marine army, but it's all about Xenos. I realized, Matt, that I own all the Xenos armies in
oh yeah.
Technically, yeah, because I own Gene Stealers and they're Tyranids. So.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah. Hey, look, this boy here is 100% a Tyranid. The Gene Stealer himself.
Oh, yeah, that's a Patriarch. I realized you can't buy that model unless you get, like, the Brood Coven. I thought you could just buy a regular Brood Lord.
No, it comes with, like, these guys. Here, actually, I'll switch it back to this mode here. And... yeah, you get this guy.
That could be.
And you get this guy. I wonder if I put the light on it like this, it will actually focus properly. Nope, it won't. No. Alright, that's what you get with old cameras. Because I got the nice new camera, the nice camera looking at me. Because I'm a pretty boy. And then you get this guy, and then you get these 2 little guys.
I think that's all.
Yeah, so that's what you get in the Brood Coven, that kind of...
oh, yeah.
That whole set. It's a pretty cool set, because, like, this guy here is actually a very good unit, and so is the, like, that one, yeah. So you get 3 good HQ units, so it ain't too bad. It's not like the Necrons where you got to get the Royal Court just to get 2 of these guys.
It's the plasma sight things? The thralls.
No, yeah, these guys.
Apparently,
yeah,
they're very good.
Crypto thralls. Yeah, they're one of the best units in the game, and they're so cheap to field. And you can only get them in the Royal Court, which is like this huge kit.
Well, that's the Dominion. That's the Indomitus box, right?
No, the Royal. Oh, it has parts from the Indomitus box.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, they downsized the Indomitus box, and they still didn't make them individual things.
Pretty sure it's the same sprue, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's just like half of the Indomitus box. You do get this lovely guy though, the Scorpec Lord. Even though he's not good on the field, he is probably one of the best non-named kind of figures.
Yeah.
He's just so beautiful and
it's
big.
Very cool sculpt, that one.
Yeah.
Marking out like trying to do like a pyramid architecture, a symmetry. You can kind of see that on the board.
Alright, coming back this way anyway. Let's get back to cutting things with knives. Every kid's favorite thing to do.
A lot of the architecture in this game right now has like a lot of the darkness stuff's very like angular, so I'm gonna try and do a bit of that with some of this foam core. Maybe in like a stepped dais, so it like keeps going up and up and up and up, and then I'll have like maybe the roads of Neomuna leading up to it, like a little highway. So like you have some posts here for like the road, and then like
Matt, what is your opinion of the Neomuna? Let's just say Neptune, because I'm not gonna try and keep pronouncing the goddamn city's name.
What, the city itself?
Yeah.
I think it's fine. It's the only thing I have issue with. It's a little samey.
Bland. Yep. And not samey in a fun way. Like I thought I was gonna get like a Tron-esque city where like it's a concrete city with a little bit of light shined on it. Like it's not even those buildings are those colors. It's like they have
a lot of neon,
pink and purple lights. Not really though.
Well, the neon is lighting.
Yeah, it's like lighting rather than lights.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was gonna get like nearly like Akihabara kind of or Tron, and I just got normal concrete buildings with a bit of tone shade on them, and I'm like, oh, like when you go into the not the dungeon, what is those things called again? The ones you go into. No, the ones you can go into by yourself. They're like on the map. Lost Sectors. The one with the arcade.
Yeah.
I thought the whole city was kind of look like the arcade. And I was a bit...
True.
Not that I was bummed. Because it does look nice. But it's just like... This is not on me this time. This is what you guys were telling me, Bungie, when you were like, yeah, it's this like neon city and all that. And I'm like, no, it's a standard city with instead of normal lighting, on your street lights, you put pink street lights. And I'm like, meh.
Yeah,
I still love it.
I
love the design.
It's like half-half.
But I'm
for
like,
me.
Yeah, it wasn't what I was promised. I was expecting my beautiful
Ooh.
I don't know where my in a race.
Neon fantasy. This one we're gonna have to do with the knife.
Managed to get one of these.
All right.
What did you do?
We've had our first blood. Oh no, that snapped pretty nice. Okay.
I thought he broke something, but then he didn't.
NATO is killing me.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah. Oh no, that did snap bad too on the foot. Bummer. Alright, this is what we got. We snapped the leg off. We snapped him at his pelvis though, so it actually is a very easy fix. But yep. We lost
it's
a lot
inconvenient,
of foot,
it's not detrimental.
yeah, but we did lose a lot of toes. Like, look at all those toes there on that board, everybody. Oh no, that's a lot of toe there. But We can fix that in post, can't we?
On the upside, speaking of successes,
that one.
I was able to get this. What do you call this? I was able to get this tent off.
Yes. See, you got it.
Well, I did lose 2 of the little
never
posts.
Sweat the small thing.
To, like, hold stuff together. So
I just lost my guy's balance because he lost all his toes. So it's all right. We're gonna push through. We're gonna fight through because we're heroes. This is the adversity we struggle through.
Sprayed my entire fucking hand. Awesome. Oh, worth it.
Ooh. That foot is already off the ground.
Matt, I definitely suggest this BSI Insta set stuff.
Oh yeah.
Ah!
What's it for? What's the use for it?
So you get the little pack that's got the glue and then this like setting spray. So for instance, you see how thin these friggin' ropes are?
Yes.
I had snapped off one of the little feet that is like at the bottom of the tent that are like supposed to make it look like it's tacked into the ground.
Yeah.
So I put a little bit of glue on this super thin rod and then sprayed the little foot, and when you touch them together, they instantly cure. So I don't have to sit there holding the foot against the rope to get it to set.
Yeah.
So now I've got a nice... Oh. God, this thing is so small. I'm gonna be so stressed about this. Breaking it.
Trying to make this like scale appropriate right now. Going like, okay. If you were to climb these steps, how big are they for this guardian? It'd be this. So it'd be about that. Going what the game has, it's even more spaced out, so it would be 2 feet.
Also, I realized anything with bad feet that I've ruined a bit, I can just put that under a bit of snow. So,
See, perfect. You figured it out, Nato.
Yeah. Or even just like a gloop of blood. I've still got to put a bunch of gore on these boys because I've got skin and it looks a bit weird with just skin without,
Yeah.
At least dry blood. All right, we're 6 down, 4 to go. We're on the tail end.
That's pretty good.
This is 100% a project I've been like looking at for a good 8 months, and I'll be like, I don't wanna.
It's the story of my basing career. When I finally finished the 20 sisters that I needed to do, and I was like, I don't want to do feet, but I probably should.
Well, you can, they're bringing out, I think, what is it, next month or the month after, if you don't want to STL them. What is it? It is, boarding action bases. So,
I've seen that, yeah.
They look, you just glue them onto your bases. And then it's just
I thought about that. I actually had some printed out bases. Problem is I had a very specific, theme in mind.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And, of course, it wasn't until after I started basing my sisters that somebody came out with the theme that I wanted.
Uh-huh.
How? And I was like, I already did all this work to cut out stones and to figure out how to make it look like temple flooring.
Yep. Oh, you did temple theme. Yeah, beautiful. I tried to convince my mate that was doing sisters to do temple theme, and he's like, nah, I want, jungle and mud. And I'm like,
What?
Yeah, it'll look cool, but it's not what my brain wants it to look like.
And like, granted, I'm doing like rubble. Have you seen my sisters?
I've seen you painting them, but I haven't seen I don't think I've seen their bases. Okay, that guy had already come off.
Let's see
Don't
here.
roll anywhere because he might.
Oh no, she's not.
Wheel. Where is he?
There we go.
Wait, where is he?
So I did
Jesus,
slightly ruined marble floors.
Yeah. Big crackos.
Yeah, they're pretty freaking cool. They've got like some like gold marbling in there. They look freaking sick.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is. No wonder it's easy to lose parts. I had a whole figure just fall to the floor and I couldn't find it.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I have like grayish carpet, so like it kind of blends in a little bit.
That's a mood. Me and all of my resin pieces and gray carpeting over here.
All right, so I think that's looking all right.
What would you call this carpet here? Let's go to camera one. Camera one, guys. Like, that's not grey, but it's like it's nearly grey.
I like the setup. No, that's definitely IKnowNato.
Okay.
Matt, I think that looks really cool.
Oh, this?
I think that's like some good. Yeah, I think that's some good spacing.
Yeah, so if I got the Tormentor STL, this has now got enough room to have like a 50 mil scale Tormentor on it.
Yeah.
Because it'll be basically the size of two of these, right? So, and you'd have this. You'd have the little ghost coming up and out. If I can stick that back on.
Kiwi buddy, you're gonna be okay.
So that's gonna be, okay. The ghost is there.
I'm not, man. I'm freaking out.
Ghost is doing the resurrection. We got the guy running at it. I was thinking of like, you got the because I need the story still of the tower like coming out of the amber. So it's gonna have like maybe like a little window of amber, and then have a bunch of bits smashed on the ground.
Amber is my color. All right.
Well, you know the stuff I'm talking about, Nato, like from Rook's Pyramid, like that amber he like preserves stuff in.
Oh yeah.
So I'm treating Rook as Trazen the Infinite, where he's taken a towel, put it in stasis, and then is broken out here.
Ooh, I like that. Also, you need to run me through that raid eventually, Matt.
Have I not run you through that one?
No. I've been in the pyramid because, like, some of the missions later on were taking you through.
Yeah, I think
pyramid
it ends at that ends at the end of the first encounter.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Same location.
Yeah, but I've been because you go through his like storage facility in a sense.
It's basically a fucked up museum. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm doing the new raid on next Tuesday for the first time.
That's some Trazen. Ooh, that's some Trazen-esque stuff. That's why I loved it.
Yeah, it's very Trazen. Yeah.
I love my little Pokemon.
Yeah, that guy.
Robot.
So, Leia and audience for context, the guy that NATO's referencing is basically just a Pokemon, but in a robot undead body. Pokemon trainer.
He's Pokemon trainer, yeah.
He collects shitty likes and puts them out of time.
Yeah, and then puts them in has them in little orbs, and if he ever gets in trouble, he's like, "Go, Pokemon!" and throws out all the orbs, and then he all of a sudden spawns an army of bunch of shit he's collected, and because they have all little micro robots running through their bloodstream at this point now, he controls them perfectly. So
really?
Here's this. Yeah. So during the fall of Cadia, when he was down there, and some demon guys got onto him, and some Chaos Marines and all that, and he's like, "Go Pokeballs!" and it sent out a whole squad of Custodes, a whole squad of Sisters, and then I think it was some Tau and some Eldar as well. And he's just kill them all for me.
That's so strange that he can just do that.
Yeah. He just has, I think he keeps some, strong units just on him just in case.
Yeah. He's
also the best, because anytime he dies, he his essence can like upload into any other Necron around him, and he like overrides their programming, and then he becomes that Necron.
Oh, okay.
And then because their Necrons are all made of, Terminator 2 liquid metal, he just like, it all just
becomes him.
He just turns back into him. So he literally like kills the soul of another Necron he jumps into, because he just like deletes their brain and takes over their brain.
That's a very Warhammer thing, to never have to kill your main characters.
Yeah, he can, like, in one of the books, he goes to a point where, like, he has to be in range of, like, the Necron kind of uploading system. Yeah. Because usually they upload themselves back to a spawning unit. But he just, like, uploads himself into any other Necron around him, and he's like, you're dead now.
I need this. This being your body.
Yeah. And, like, in one of the books, he, like, uploads into one of them, and they're like, no. And it's, like, trying to fight him back, and he's just like, shh, with the pillow metaphorically over the...
Shush, little idiot. It's mine.
My God.
Oh, yeah, they're not a good guy. They're just cool.
No one's a good guy in Warhammer. Everyone's a bad guy. It's just levels of bad.
Except Farsight.
It's just different level. No, they're still bad because their boss is literally eating the souls of people he kills, so...
Their boss? That wasn't revealed, was it?
Yeah, the sword, like, what's the name of sword? Farsight's sword.
Yeah, he doesn't know it's doing that, though.
I think... The boy's been alive for a good 100 years now.
Legit.
He knows something's sus.
Legit, it was said, it's like if he ever found out, he might kill himself because he might not like what the sword's doing.
I think it's more he like, his subconscious like protects himself from the reality of the truth of what's happening, but deep down he does know what's going on. But if he like really stopped to think about it, I think he'd have a mental breakdown.
Yeah, probably. There's also, like, the two books that I've been reading, like, where he gets it from Aris Morok or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It kind of is just like...
I hope they go back.
They're going back in his book.
That's what we theorize, but it's not said.
No, it's said. They said it's on the world of that. He's drawn back there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a feeling you might find out during it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a Tzeentch god as well.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be Khorne, because Khorne wouldn't, like, suck souls.
Well, no, I think it's Tzeentch, because when he first got the blade, he was fighting a bunch of blue horrors. I don't know how to...
65. Spin it to the right, and then jump up and down.
You don't know how to what?
I don't know how to make it so... So I'm trying to work out like how to have this frame thing that's broken out that he can be in front of. How that's going to look. And how to make it is the other thing I need to do. But I also want to have...
like the... Are you talking about the thing he's breaking out of?
Yeah. So I'm wondering if I need to make a frame for it out of, like, not foam, like maybe some wood or something like that. And just paint it to look like the texture.
Are you making like an obelisk, or...
It's like an obelisk type thing, yeah. But I'm also deciding if I want to have more than one there when I'm done. Like, if I just want the one and it's connected to another one, or if it's just like a solo dais with this obelisk and the thing there.
I mean, it would be cool to make it look like, if you've ever seen, like, cracks of, like, amethyst or something like that. Like, a couple, like, kind of jagging out of one spot.
Oh, I'd like that. Yeah.
If you do something like that, it's probably be easier to like take like either squares of foam, or like take foam, cut them into pillars, and then just kind of like hash their top off to make them look gem-esque.
I was thinking of doing that because the other thing is that the amber or the crystal look to it is framed within this black kind of obelisk-y material as well. So I need to also work out how to do that part. But for now,
I would take a piece of foam to like and cut it to whatever you want your obelisk to look like, and then like pinch pieces out. Or take a small X-Acto knife and like make a bunch of angular cuts to make it look like it's broken. Pinching it out would make it look like it's probably like deteriorating. Cutting it will look like it's either burst or cracked open. I know things about stuff.
Yeah. Also, guys, I'm done. I popped them all.
You've popped them all? You still got 40 minutes left, though.
Oh, no. I've still, as I showed you before we started, I have a bajillion things to do. This is just, I've done the one thing.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, look at them all. They're all done.
Hey!
Yeah, as you can see, this is my to-do list, everybody.
Now you just have to actually base them.
Why did you have to remind me of that?
Because that's exactly what I did. Is I popped all of them off, and I was like, oh no, now I actually have to do it.
It's alright. I actually don't mind the basing stuff because you just get this little like earth material and spread it over like mud. Just gotta find the one that. Earth. Ooh, buzz. Oh, we should have put it in the group chat.
What?
The stream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they'll be working, wouldn't they?
Working, hardly working. Who knows?
That's fair. I suppose you also tune in on the regular.
Yeah, I pop in for a quick tick. I'm like, hi, bye. It's because I've lost my headphones as well. So usually I'd tune in for things like these and just kind of have it on the side, but I can't have the volume on, so then I can't hear you guys talking, and then it's like,
fair.
I'm just looking at you guys' faces. And as much as that is a lovely, lovely thing, it's only entertains for so long. Yeah. I'm a man of sounds.
Yeah.
A bit of ASMR, bottle shaking.
My partner is like, I don't understand why you need to have something going on all the time. And I was like, because if I'm listening to I can't listen to dead air. I cannot. Yep. It's impossible. Dead air is nope, cannot do.
Yeah.
No, there has to be media happening at all periods because I don't like the noise of my brain.
So tips for your podcasts, whether D&D or just any type of podcast out there, guys. Just put something behind your guys, so even in those tiny little moments where there's no sound, there's something. There's a ton of free music out there, just get it and just put it behind. Even if it's bad, it's better than nothing. Especially your talking podcasts.
Unless a story moment is happening, you know?
Yeah, like
I feel like though you could play like really quiet music.
I specifically in our show, I don't think there is quiet or much quiet in ours. Like there's always a music track underneath.
But that's the thing. You can then use silence for those moments because all of a sudden when sound cuts out, that also triggers your brain.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
I specifically, a lot of our jokes, when a joke happens, the music will stop and it makes it land better.
And then you do the
No, not even that.
I would be worried if you did that. That's a good movie. Akira. If anyone watches Akira, the moments in that movie where it goes silent are the most intense moments in movies.
Mother.
It's a good example of using silent as an actual sound.
Yeah.
I think it's like even in space, like when they go out into space and they do space proper where there's no sound, and it's like.
I noticed they're doing that in Destiny a bit when we were in the last campaign.
Yeah.
We
it's good. It gives you that like
there's like a muffled kind of noise for everything.
Yeah, it gives you fear because like it's that like absence of a sound when you've got so used to having sound. When you take it away in moments, so all of a sudden, yeah, you can get a little bit of horror feel.
Yeah,
like, that's what Alien did well.
I was telling my partner that's one of the things that I love so much about Dead Space is there will be sections where things are really quiet. All you can hear is Isaac's beating heart. You can hear this the thunk,
that's
the
cool.
thunk, the thunk, the thunk, the thunk, the thunk, the thunk. And you can also there's so much ambient music coming out of the controller that makes it just it makes my brain happy.
Yep. Have you playing the remake at the moment?
I am. I didn't play the original.
Oh,
and so
I'm so jealous.
I got to experience it for the first time. As the remake, and my partners had both played the original. And they were really happy. They thought it was really cool, especially with like they were telling me like I was like halfway through the game and Isaac said something and my partner was like, "Whoa, did Isaac just talk?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's Isaac. He's like he talks the entire game." And like no, in the original Isaac never said anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's completely quiet. And I was like, "What?"
I love and don't love that.
Oh, you you both were fresh on this one?
Like Nato, did you play the original?
Oh yeah, no, I haven't played the remake yet, but like I love the original, but I'm so jealous in the same sense of like my parents at the moment watching the Last of Us TV show, like they're experiencing all these things for the first time, and I'm like, I'm so jealous because like my ADHD kind of tunes out just a little, like not that I don't love it, but it's more just like because it knows what's going to happen exactly, I don't get hit so hard, and I'm like,
are you kidding me? Every single episode of The Last of Us,
I still cried, but like not as hard as I did the first time when I played that game.
Nope. Like, I probably cried just as hard. It's
the certain
too many
animal
feels.
scene that happens towards the end of the game, because this is not a like plot point, so I don't feel too bad, but I'll be still a bit thing. Happens in the TV show, and I didn't get as happy as I did in the game, and because I was like, I already knew this was coming, so I've already pepped myself up because I know this beautiful, happy moment was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But well, like, so my partner was telling me that it makes a lot of sense because when you read, Isaac there's like a thing that you can read about Isaac, like right in the beginning of the game, and he's supposed to be like this amazing engineer.
Yeah, he's like one of. That's why they sent him, because he's supposed to be able to fix everything. He's
like the guy.
Yeah, he's like the guy. And my partner was saying that like it didn't make as much sense in the original because it's like, oh, all of these people are coming up with these answers for him, and it's supposed to be like, oh, you need to go do this thing, but it's like this person is a data analyst. How do they know that that's an engineering thing that they've got to do? Whereas with Isaac is coming up with all of these ideas. He's the one who like, oh, I need to go do this engineering thing really quick. This is what I'm going to go do. And it makes more sense, like thematically.
That's what I mean. I love and hate it. I just don't like a protagonist talking when I'm playing him, because that like nearly pulls me out, and then I'm watching somebody play in a sense.
Well, so like he doesn't talk a lot, but it's just like when he's interacting with the certain characters. I also one of my partners told me that he read or he was watching a thing, and it's like depending on how injured Isaac is will change the way he responds to like stuff. Like, if you're more injured, like, he sounds more ragged. If he's less injured, he'll just talk normally. It's pretty cool.
It's why I never could get into the Witcher game. Because it's like, it's an RPG game where, like, it's all talking, and there's a character in front of me, and I feel like I'm puppeteering Geralt instead of like going into it like a Dragon Age kind of concept.
Yeah, no,
I just can't turn that off in my brain, and I hate it. But I enjoyed watching my partner play it. It was awesome because like that's what I was in my brain was already happening. Somebody else was kind of playing Geralt, and I had to choose what I thought Geralt would play, and I'm like, oh, but I want to choose this, and my brain's like, nope, that wouldn't make sense for him. And
that's
I'm like,
really interesting because I'm like the complete opposite. I can't. I'm not a big fan of RPGs that you never hear your character talk.
Yeah, because I'm doing that all in my brain, like in nearly as a DM kind of concept. I'm like, yep, I'm telling this guy, like this is me.
That's really cool though. I love how brains work. Brains are so cool.
Yeah, but yeah, any game that it's like a lot of the JRPGs where you are taking over a character and like it's more, I think my brain doesn't like the disconnect where like my character that I'm playing knows more about what's going on than I do in a sense. I like when the character is the same level as me. He's learning stuff, but if he's developed and he already has relationships and already has friendships, then it's just like I'm learning about you as a character, but I'm playing you, and it's like no, I want me to learn things about this world and all that. So there was a good one on Xbox where your character has like amnesia, and I'm like, this is good because now I'm fully. I am this character's learning as I'm learning.
That's cool.
Yeah. I like amnesia characters. They're good. It's a bad trope in non-video game media, but in video game media, molto bene.
All for it. Yeah.
Because then when he gets a huge moment, I'm getting the moment. But sometimes as a player, I'm just getting the moment, but he already as a character knows. So it's like,
Did you play Ghost of Tsushima?
No.
So I feel like I think you would enjoy that. It's a little less RPG-esque, but it is I will rant and rave about how much I love this game. But I think it's really cool because it is one of those things where it's like you are playing a pre-established character who knows things about the world. However, because of the theme of the game, he is like changing and you're kind of in this like state of change with the character. I love Ghost of Tsushima. So
it came out at a time when I was starting to get real burnt out on fantasy samurai. And I know people it's not really fantasy, and I'm like, it is because samurai didn't just run around with swords and do stuff.
Yeah, they didn't just
samurai
do
usually use bows. Yeah. Like even like media, most of it, it's like, all right, like I'm done. Like I want to see a more realistic samurai setting these days now. Like we know more about samurais now. We know they're not just like these swordsmen that run around and.
That's kind of the thing. Like I think you would like Ghost of Tsushima because it is a little bit more historically centered. Like
that's what I've heard. It's not. I've heard it's a very Western. Like it's what we thought it was for the longest time.
I think it depends on how you approach the game. If you take advantage of some of the more like Shintoism like customs that are available, like doing haikus and all of the more poetic bits. Yeah.
The actual artist side of being a samurai.
Yeah, the art. Yeah, exactly. The artistry and like doing, shrines and stuff like that.
Origami and all those things that they did.
I apologize for being quiet.
Oh my
I'm doing a concentration.
Yeah, so am I. Like I'm doing the mud at the moment.
See, you guys were talking up about Warhammer, and I was being real quiet because I was concentrating, and now it's my turn to talk. Hold on.
This is my hyper focus. Ghost of Tsushima. Yep. Let me tell you everything.
I wouldn't say Ghost of Tsushima specifically my hyper focus, but video games.
It was something that your brain is interested in. So here, let me tell you everything about it. Yeah, nah. It's exactly what we were doing with Warhammer 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. It is exactly what you were doing with Warhammer.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm not doing any more fucking tents. I am never doing another fucking tent ever again. If I have to glue one of these fucking feet on one more time, I am going
I said that about flayed ones when I bought the first 10 and I built them. And then, Matt, how many did I start buying after that?
I think you got like 30 or 40 now.
Yeah, I have 40 of them now. I just love you heard this, their beautiful mental illness sad story.
Just adopt a Necron program over here.
Like, even in the Necron lore, like, it is very similar to, like, what we thought about a lot of mental illnesses, where it was like, it's a disease you catch and blah, blah, blah. Because, like, they called it the flayed virus for the longest time. And, like, they thought that, like, as soon as somebody started to flay out, in a sense, in commas, that they would, like, kick them out of their dynasty or, like, lock them up and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
Until, like, the most recent book, like, you find out, like, oh no, it's just the mental illness of, like, the like, flesh, like, there's not a flesh brain in there, but, like, in a metaphorical sense, the flesh brain still yeah, like, phantom pains of, like, knowing, the humanity of, like, I was once flesh, and, like, I still have because I have all my senses, I still can have the mental illnesses I had as a thing, and now over the last billion years of being alive, the tiniest of mental illness can spiral out. Like, we're talking about, like, undiagnosed ADHD and how it's affecting people now that are getting diagnosed at, like, 30s and all that. Imagine if that was a billion years.
Yeah.
What kind of mental illnesses would spiral out of undiagnosed mental illnesses?
So much. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's all about the king of that dynasty, like, coming to terms with, like, oh no, I have mental illness, and I've got so has, like, my father and my brother, and they all dealt with it in their own ways, and my father fucked up the whole dynasty for not really addressing his mental illnesses, and so I gotta accept mine, and then rule my people that all have mental illnesses. Because they need someone to lead them, because a lot of them can't handle their mental illnesses, and I can, in a sense, you know, in the commas, handle your mental illnesses, because we all know how that feels.
You know how close enough.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I can work as a thing, doesn't mean it's gone. But yeah, so he can kind of handle his, in a sense, so he, by the end of the book, figures out, like, I've got to help all the rest of them that can't really look after themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is beautiful as you guys run through a ship, dicing and slicing all of these space marines. Because, like, the whole dynasty, like, the whole, like, population, so, like, millions of them eventually turn into flayed ones. And then he leads them. Because at first, like, when they're all turning, he's, like, throwing them off the ship and stuff like that. And then his best mate starts to show signs. And eventually he starts getting worse and worse. He's like, can you handle it? And then they're like, eventually, like, he finds him trying to eat flesh. And he's like, nope, you're messed up. I'm kicking you off the ship. And he literally throws him off the ship. And it's like everybody's, like, hero and all that. And he's like, nah. And then, like, they have a beautiful moment at the end. Where he, like, because, like, once you're flayed, you can't talk anymore. So then he, like, Morse codes onto his, like, shoulder when they used to do when they were kids. And it was like, you're still a terrible person. But it was a beautiful moment.
Daenerys, what are you doing? You stay out of that trash can.
No, mother, this is home.
Stay out of that trash can.
No, she's just, like, staring at me. Like,
I am the trash
I'm not doing anything.
I'm the trash can.
Ouch. It was surprisingly stabby.
Alright, so a bunch of these long flat boys are all uniform in size almost. So
You making like tiles, or are those going to be the steps to the dais?
Well, no, I'm gonna do some bigger cutouts for the steps of the dais. I also don't know how big I want the steps, so I need to work that out as well. Because, like, I have a feeling that might be too much of a step up. I won't know until I've done it, I guess.
That's not terrible.
Yeah.
Alright, all the mud is down. Yeah.
I've noticed they do, like, really thin steps, so this could be not... This isn't what I'm actually using for it. I'd use, like, big solo slabs of it, but...
I feel like, though, that, like, the cutout makes it look like nice tile, though.
Yeah, it does. I gotta decide if that's what I want to go for. Because a lot of this stuff doesn't look like it's tiled. It looks like it is just, like, an impossibly large slab.
Okay.
Because I guess technically it's magically created.
Okay.
So, the height.
Space magic! Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna go put these in the sun so they can dry. And I gotta wash my spreading brush.
It's all good. He's fallen out of the amber over there. Actually, the height isn't terrible there. And I'd want to have the marine.
I just realized that I'm not going to be using all this stuff. I think I'm going to use the rotating chicken. I don't think I'm going to use the cauldron. So I'm going to put those over here. I don't think I'm going to use those bits.
So that's roughly Sorry, camera, just realized. Doing it off screen a lot.
Ha! Salted in the face. Just sprue stuff.
How's it look?
Alright, I'm back. That means I gotta get some painting now.
Oh no, not painting on the painting show.
So...
Somebody's gotta do it, Nato.
Yeah, I think I want the steps to be thinner, so I don't need it to be that thick.
And they all do end up looking very beautiful every time I do paint them. It's just
those, I mean, like, depending on how much you want to, like, my god. Words are so hard. I know what I want to say, but I can't say it.
I'm the best. It's alright. You don't have to say it. I know.
You don't have to say the best when your nose is used the best.
I know she's I'm the best. I don't think that was your leg, bud. Oh no. Whose leg are you've got?
Alright, so these bits aren't going to be floor tiles. They're just going to be the obelisk.
Oh, come on. Look at this cute little it's like a little rotisserie chicken.
Oh, yum.
I could also go for a rotisserie for lunch.
No wonder I'm a bit hungry.
Same thickness all around. Half space in the middle, so...
So what? Damn. So it doesn't just catch a fire on me. Alright, now we're turning this into a science show because we're gonna use some flames.
Flames?
Oh, God.
You're using fire now.
Yeah, remember I told you this trick. You get the metal ones, and then just go like this.
Oh, yeah. I like...
Now, tip for you people at home, take the metal thing out. This, especially the plastic glue, very flammable. So if the flame somehow finds its way into your bottle, you're going to have a bad time. So always take it out, give it a wipe down, get as much glue as you can off, and then proceed. Boom. It will melt the glue on the inside.
Yeah.
And then you're good. Safety, everybody. Always.
Okay, so I've got little bits now even in size, and that might be enough for me to... Oh my god, these are less even than I thought.
Should be good.
Holy crap.
Alright, let's do some surgery.
Holy shit. Just hearing all the doors and windows rattle in my house as a giant gust of wind goes by.
Oh, fair. Alright, so these are mostly uniform now. But it'll work for what I want to try to do.
There you go, viewers. See? All good. All the glue is flowing out. No problems.
See, I needed that trick NATO like months ago.
I remember saying
when I had that
in chat.
You said it in chat. I was like, oh no, I don't have that bottle anymore. I was like, I'm never buying this Citadel bullshit ever again. And now I'm on to using not plastic glue because it's bullshit.
I love plastic glue.
I know, Mama.
I
I'm
hate the
sorry.
stuff.
It's really loud.
I love the joins it can do. I don't like super glue. Try to not use it as much as possible.
I mean, I use super glue specifically because I can change my mind. And I can do different stuff with it later.
Yeah. No, you stay.
I'm sorry, Mama. I know it's really loud outside. I know. Sweet baby. My cats are having a bit of a freak out.
Is it like super stormy loud?
Yeah. I'm sure the windows rattling is not helping.
The blue tack there.
It's too cuboid.
There we go. Putting on there. No.
Okay, so these need to be shorter.
Tack. Alright. One surgery done. Next surgery.
Alright, so...
Oh, I just snapped that leg.
works.
Well, I'm a bad doctor. I tried to fix one leg and I snapped the other.
Oh, dang it. Is there a fix that you can do for it?
Yeah, it's a very actually clean snap. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, 11:50 already.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I said. It's nearly 9 o'clock for me.
Holy crap. Can't believe I took that long on those friggin' tents. I was expecting to at least have everything
intense.
off. Oh my god. Ah.
So I've accidentally made a cube, and I need this to be taller, so...
Nobody accidentally makes a cube.
Well, I can fix it pretty easily, because I just need to take a couple more long pieces, and rather than slotting in something in the middle, I just sit it on top, and then it's a rectangle, roughly what I want. Oh, I've already got it, because I've already pre-cut these pieces. So, there is roughly the slab that the Guardian will fall out of. So it'll look, you know, structurally similar to that shape. Could actually stand to be a bit taller again, but...
Is that the like obelisk thing you were talking about?
Yeah.
That it's gonna be coming out of?
Yeah, the amber thing that'll come out of will be that.
Alright.
And I might texture it up and paint a bunch of stuff on it, because it looks like it's not just smooth, it is like textured with like angular lines kind of all over it.
Oh, I just realized that I have 4 backpacks, but I only have 3 characters. So I'm gonna not use this backpack.
But that's my favorite one. I bought it from the store.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that the pack that I sent my partner to print out for me had a freaking crowbar in it. Look at this little crowbar. It's the tiniest crowbar.
That's awesome.
It's freaking... Also have a little loot. Because, you know, everybody's got that person in the party that, like, you don't expect them to be playing an instrument, but they're like, I know how to play this strange instrument. You're just like, what? When did you learn that?
So...
Nope, he fell.
That's kind of like... that. And like that. Kind of works.
Mini tool.
Ah. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get my mules out, but I think that'll be fine. I'll just get those off screen or something. Or we're streaming tomorrow too.
Yeah, we are streaming tomorrow.
Oh,
I don't think we have a guest tomorrow though.
We got Craig tomorrow.
Oh, Craig, yes.
Yeah, Craig's coming.
Heck yeah.
Keen to meet
Me, Craig. Alright, cool. I think I've worked out my problem. So, I slotted one of the small pieces in the interior, and then I've got the borders of the exteriors kind of sitting there, so that kind of works as a big thing. And now I basically need to cut the whole thing in half down this way, because it's much too deep. It's supposed to be about half as thin as this. Almost, like, literally think of it like a Minecraft nether portal kind of thing with amber in the middle instead of...
Ooh.
Instead of... All
right, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, I was like looking at it going they look like nether portals with different... You could definitely play Minecraft.
No, I can't.
Jess loves Minecraft as well. You three could get in the server and play some Minecraft.
I can't go down that rabbit hole again, Matt.
Hey, look, I'm just gonna let you know I'm not playing Minecraft. So even if you ask me, I'll just say no.
Oh, good. Good. Why won't you play Minecraft now? Now it's a different issue.
Feel like I've played heaps of Minecraft in my day, and I don't really ever feel the need to go back to Minecraft.
See,
there's always new stuff all the time.
But I don't care.
Yeah, there is new stuff, but I don't care.
You do. Your hyper focus isn't ticked onto it yet. And when you realize how much you enjoy the new stuff, you'll be like, "Nah."
The enjoyment I get out of Minecraft is going down, building a couple things, maybe like a house, and then getting some diamonds. Yeah, I don't really give a shit about most of the Minecraft, like beyond.
I love the adventure.
I dropped
going down sometimes and seeing like this, like, because it is like going out in nature, because it's all procedurally generated, so like you never see the same kind of thing again. So like I go down into this cave, and now because like they've got all like the swamp stuff and the under cave stuff and all that, and I walk down and I find this huge chasm with like a little pond over here, and oh my god, sometimes
I don't know, it just like, because the way the procedurally generated doesn't work for me in the same way, because I just go like, all right, it's going to be this rough set of things here, this rough set, and it doesn't have to be the same thing every time, but if I'm expecting the biome... Hate
fun, Matt?
I don't know, apparently I do. It just doesn't do it for me, I don't know why. Like, I used to play the shit out of it, but like, I just got bored of it.
Yeah.
See, I've gotten to the point where I'm now doing I'm doing a master build right now in Minecraft.
Oh, what are you building?
I am building a city. Right now I am... Hold on. Actually, let me drop... Here, I will drop this in live chats.
I'm pretty sure my live server is still... I'm still paying for it, so it's still there. And like, we have multiple cities, because some people were very, very... me with their building, and like I'm pretty sure one guy just spent literally a month and 8 hours every day.
Oh
just
shit,
building.
that's cool.
Yeah, like it was definitely a big neurodivergent server.
Oh no, I was looking at Leia's thing as well. That's cool.
Yeah, I just dropped it in live chats. That is just the castle. I'm gonna be doing an entire city surrounding it.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. And then we had one of our guys, he is like the lover of the like self-working tools and all that. So like he built like the witch farm, and it's like to build a witch farm, it's like 800 blocks by 800 blocks by 800 blocks. And you have to carve that out. And we play in non-creative mode, so like that's what gives you that like extra rush. It's a lot harder to do.
That's what I'm doing. My master build is in survival.
Oh my god.
And that's like,
it gives you so much more rush when you're doing it in survival. Oh. Cause like, we used to have like the teams, like me and a whole bunch of people that just like to go out and explore. So we would bring back all the resources for our builders, and then we'd have our engineers, which build all those self machines. Cause like we had like everyone went off and did their own like bases, but then we had like a center point where like this is where everyone comes together, and like we built a big city there, and then there was an auto sorter there that like had every item in, and you just walk in, put it in the chest, it grabs it and puts it all out, and then so you could walk through the library of chests, and each one had like the photo of that item, and you could go up to that chest and have the items in there for you.
I'm gonna be doing that in the basement of the castle. I'm gonna have an auto sorter.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of this is.
I've calculated it.
So like an auto sorter is
it's gonna be like,
you just put it in, and it auto sorts all the stuff for you into other chests for you.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. See? Hi, I'm Matt. I've seen everything Minecraft.
I didn't say I've seen everything with Minecraft. I said it doesn't do it for me, and I like to build a house and then stop playing.
I am Alexander the Great. I wept because there were no more lands for me to conquer. I am Master Brown.
I'm actually really excited because I think they said in the next big patch they're bringing in cherry blossom biomes.
Oh, that's cool.
And I want cherry blossom. They're going to be gorgeous. So that it is going to be, the bark is going to look similar to dark oak, but when you cut into it, it's going to be pink. So like everything that they make
So
is
when
gonna
you
be pink.
when you do the shave effect onto it, it's like a pink.
It's like a pink, yeah. And then all of their leaves are pink blossoms. It's gonna be gorgeous. I'm not a big pink fan, but I am so excited. I want some cherry blossom
damn,
trees.
I'm not wearing my pink short here, literally.
I'm happy for you two.
So this is kind of
Your boy
so
loves
this is
the pink. Oh.
That's the perfect. That is the perfect pink too. It is that like really nice subtle pink.
Oh no, I also have like fluoro pink shorts as well.
Oh yeah,
with, like, flamingos on them. I love.
No,
those. You've seen those shorts, Matt, haven't you?
I think so. Yeah,
I've worn them at PAX a few times. Yeah.
So I think this is kind of how I want to have my camp set up. Yeah, this 10x6 is not going to work because this is just the camp.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have everything in it. I gotta go bigger.
You could have seen mine. Mine's like 12 by 8 now, I think. 12 by 10 or something like that. And that's how I'm starting to plan out that blocking.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go 10 by 16.
Damn, nice.
I want another 6 inches.
The camp's really giving you a lot of the terrain that you need, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's giving me good, and then I want like a little slope. I want there to be like a hill, and then I want like a nice area to be able to do like a really gorgeous like shrine to this like forest guardian.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try and it's hard because we got a big shoot coming up on the weekend, so like me doing a lot of prep for this stuff is limited because I have to do the other things. So I'm like, okay, tomorrow I think I'm going to keep doing that blocking of this obelisk, and then maybe trying to get some like I'll go through my bits because I've got like a lot of metal and I got some balsa wood bits I can use as well. Maybe I can like find some bits down there and just bring the packet up and search through those tomorrow maybe.
That'll be really cool, yeah.
Yeah. Because I've got like this is working well. Like I need to cut this maybe on a cutting mat with a ruler, but this shape is working.
Oh, I guess I should push. Yeah, and I don't even have like all of my stuff. Like there's like all of these pans. I've got so much other stuff. I got this cool like this little loot that I'm gonna put in here. I think I'm gonna make this is gonna look really cool once it's done.
Nice. All right. Well,
like lots of stuff to be able to look at when you're looking at the camp, and then a nice simplistic looking shrine. Simplistic, she said.
Well, Nato, thank you so much for having a chatty with us while you were working on your stuff. Is there anything you would like to... Floor is yours. Is there anything you would like to put out or promote or tell people about? I know you don't get into the content side of things, but you could say, go follow me.
There's a cool show called Split the Party. You should go check all their stuff out. And then there's this lovely Twitch channel called Split the Party as well. You should go check them out. I think they do some stuff with the things. And all that. But you can always follow me at IKnowNato on pretty much everything. I definitely got in there early in the game. Well, it was named something else, but yeah, I renamed it back in the day when the meme of IKnowNato came out. I'm kind of a content mercenary. I love jumping like this scenario here, jumping in with other people's content.
Content mercenary.
It's a good phrase, right?
Yeah. I coined it a long time ago because, I don't like headlining my own content. I just like helping other people make their content. So.
Oh, that's super cool.
But if I ever get back into it, it's follow me at IKnowNato. I love DMing and all that. I just don't like doing it as content. So, yeah. Who knows? But there is some stuff in the background. There are some people trying to drag me in for some things. So, but that's still in the planning. So I can't really talk about that.
Nice.
But yeah, IKnowNato everywhere on the socials. Go find me. Except for Instagram. Don't follow me on Instagram. I don't post stuff that's content. It's like nice stuff for my family so they see that I'm not just a complete weirdo.
So they don't think that you're sad.
Yeah. So that's me.
My mom did that to me today. I was looking at your Facebook today. I was like, I was looking at your Facebook today. I realized I missed your anniversary, and I was like, that's fine. Don't look at my Facebook.
man.
Where can they find you guys? On the
True.
socials?
I suppose we should do that.
Here.
Hey, I'll go first for once.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I meant. Oh yeah, all right, whatever.
I'll just go fuck right off.
I don't know.
That's right. We'll make our own stream with better stuff.
And blackjack and hookers.
Yeah.
And Minecraft.
I'm not gonna have blackjack. Yeah, with Minecraft. I'm gonna have Minecraft and bitches.
Okay, so you find me on all the stuff. Pretty much, NATO did mine for me effectively. Follow split the party. That's why I was like, I'll go first because I don't need to do one. You find me, all the stuff. You know, my Twitter's NoFunBrown. Go have a look at that. I'm feeling like I probably need to go eat lunch because the coffee did nothing apparently. And that's me, Dungeon Master for Hire. If you wanna get some games going.
Woo!
That's
Not
it.
a mercenary, an actual person.
I'm doing that stuff.
An actual person opposed to a fake person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn off NATO after the stream, just like
As
power it down.
As I de-digitalized.
Yeah.
I'm Leia. You can follow me at Sorcerer Sundries on Sorcerer Sundry, almost single sundry. On all the things. I'll be here forever. Or until Matt gets sick of me.
Nah, that's
Does he lock you up too? He like physically locks you up and turns me digitally off, and
You got like a remote locking system through the stream deck. Okay, so we'll post some pickies in the March of the Minis part of the Discord near the live chats as always. If anyone's following the live doc, I should probably post some of this stuff that I was writing in New Zealand into there, so keep an eye on that if you have access to it. Alright, Discord in the thing. But I can't really see anyone to raid right this second, so we're just going to keep it off now, kick off and leave, as it were.
there really isn't anyone online.
We're just gonna fuck off.
We're just going to bugger off. So thank you for coming in. We'll be back tomorrow, normal time, because it's Thursday, my dudes, tomorrow, instead of the Wednesday show. And we'll be back with, Craig will be back.
Craig.
This is Leia's friend that will be coming on. So
Person I know.
yeah.
People, friends.
And I get to meet someone for the first time, and I like that.
Yay!
Yeah. All right. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.